Okay, so here is a computer I actually got on trade. No DVD-ROM, nothing in the front, you see that. So it's a deep cool case. These are pretty nice. Pretty nice. They're decent. Good airflow. So up here on the top, you see, here's a power button, here's a hard drive button. We got a USB 3, microphone, headphone jack, and USB 2. We got reset button, power button up here. Slight dent here. Got a filter here, but no fans, so you could put 2 fans here. So over here, nothing. Okay. So we do got a see-through panel, so we can see it has a video card in it. Some pretty nice RAM. Right? There's pretty nice RAM in here. Here's a hard drive. It's just supposed to have a hard drive. I can't remember what he said. He shared the link to it of the listing too. I just can't remember. So then back here we have your mouse, your keyboard and mouse hookups here for your old school, hookups, DVI, VGA, and an HDMI, 2 USB 2s. We do have a Type-C plug, and then we have 3 USB 3.0s and Ethernet in your audio. And then down here below, it looks like he didn't remove this extra bracket here. And so DVI, HDMI, and DisplayPort. This is supposed to be a 1060. I believe when I asked him, he said it was a 6 gig model, because he didn't tell me, while we were talking, if it was a 3 or 6, and I didn't think about asking. This side here just have a bezel here, maybe a scratch here or dirt. I think it's more of a scratch, yeah. But otherwise, the case looks pretty good. So just take the side panel off. So this video won't be too long. For my normal videos, it shouldn't be too long. Like, side panel comes off. We'll set this off to the side. And then slide this in closer. And probably move this. Let's get us some better light if I can. Okay, there we go. So you can see here we have, how about this? It's just, I'm going to just set this down. And I just take this RAM out. Okay, so this is a matching set. Case Airventions, and it's 3200. It's a kit, a 2x8, so it is a kit. And the timings, it looks like 6. I didn't even read that. Like 16, 18, 18, or maybe 16s. I can't tell. 32. So it seems pretty nice. Got a matching set, 2 of them, so we have 16 gigs of RAM. He did say that, 16 gigs of RAM. Has an i5 7500 or 7400. So you just try to boot this first, see what it does. Then I'll give you a better look at the card. I'll pull that out. I don't think I can easily pull the hard drive out, but I can see it is a Western Digital 1 terabyte. So we have a Western Digital 1 terabyte hard drive. He mentioned the other day, because I just picked this up today, yesterday night, that he would reset this stuff. So I don't know if he reset it and just, that's it. So I don't know if he does like I do. I reset them and then I make a local account and do Windows updates and driver updates. So, okay, so then we'll still slide this forward. Slide one thing forward to have one other thing in the way on the other side. Ouch. Hurt my ears. Probably hurts your ears too then. So I do have my the Samsung 840 120 gig. So it's a Samsung. Is this the Evo? I don't know. It just says Samsung 840. So I do have it hooked up to the SATA to USB. It seems to work pretty good. Because I did look, you could see in the window, and I was like, yeah, this hard drive's this way, so it's going to be hard to kind of get in there. Slide this over. Guess we'll pick this up so you can see better. And drop this right here. So you still can see the computer and that it's going to boot up. Looks like we do have LED fans. So you just power switch is on. We have the keyboard hooked in, the video hooked in. Okay, so we're getting image, and you can see we do have RGB RAM, MSI motherboard, and it is a B250M Gaming Pro. So it does have one M.2 slot on the board, and some did. So yeah, he didn't even set this up. So now I'll unhook the SATA cable right for here, so I don't have to hit any keys or nothing just to get it to boot. So you just try this again, but with that drive. So yeah, we're gonna boot off the SSD with that little adapter, USB 3, I think it's USB 3.0 to SATA adapter. It does have a power light on it and an indicator for a hard drive indicator light. But yeah, you see how much faster it booted up off of that, even that it's still USB 3. Okay, so you just open task managers. Yeah, everything should be in here because the other card I had was a 1050. So everything should be fine. So yeah, even Windows just like, there it is. So let's see if we can zoom in because it's still, would you like adjust? Okay, there you go. So I don't know how good you can see it, but we do have a 1066 gig. Here is obviously the SATA SSD. That's running through USB. And here is our RAM, but it's running at 2133, so nothing's been messing with it in the BIOS. And we have, yeah, an i5 7500. I was telling them this is pretty slow. It's getting beat by like an i7 3770K, at least in my benchmarks when I run like Cinebench R23. This got less than that. Obviously this is just the 7th gen CPU, just 4 cores we're running. It's saying here that we're running the CPU's 3.4 gigahertz. You know, it's turboing down, so he probably has it on like balance or whatever, not performance mode or nothing like that in the BIOS. It's probably basic. But yeah, I saw hit the power button, which was very nice. I keep forgetting to do that. Right, so it does have a heat pipe, one heat pipe. It looks like it probably goes like that. Comes out here, comes out here. Yeah, I only see one in the middle, so it goes like this. You look to see, like it goes like around like this, and then down, and then back up here. But you can obviously see how dirty that fan is. Heat sink's pretty dirty. All this dust up in here. And just flip this around. So we do, hopefully that focuses in. So we do have a GeForce GTX 1060 6 gig. So yeah, I won't even put this card back in. I need to clean this card anyways. But yeah, it seems, you know, let's get you. Otherwise, it seems decently clean in here. As usual, I don't know if my flashlight would help. I just add a little bit more light so you can kind of see what I mean. But otherwise, the system's, yeah, it's a lot dirtier than I thought once I added some more light to it. But it isn't like filthy. You can still see the heat sink. You know, you still see the heat sink under there. The blades do have a lot of dust on them. These are probably showing worse than what they would. If they were black, they probably wouldn't be that bad. But since they're like clear. The same one in the front's clear. You can't see the hard drive. It's you know, the pins are down here at the bottom. So I had to take the side panel off. We are, like I said in other videos, every time you buy a power supply that was semi-modular, it's not going to come with all the cables you need. And here's another example. Like, so we have a SATA cable. Obviously we know that because the drive's hooked up, and I can see it's hooked up through SATA, not like a Molex to SATA. And then we have the 6+2 cable here. So we're missing, it looks like a Molex and a SATA cable. That's it. I think I have a Molex and a SATA cable because this is a Type 4. I think I have one. At least I know I have one. I don't know if I don't remember if it's a SATA or a Molex, but I do have one that's a Type 4, so it's one for this power supply. Yeah, I'm not going to try to leave this too long. You see the system works. The next video will probably be, I don't even think it needs to be cleaned really. Like, what else is going to show, because it's not really filthy. So this will probably just be the end of this series of this board and stuff, unless I actually swap out everything or do whatever I plan on doing with it. But like I said, main thing is I'll probably just keep the board out. I'll put a different system in this case, you know, like a full-size board, and I'll store this motherboard and CPU and cooler for a little while, maybe a couple weeks, not even that. Maybe I try to get an i7, or I might just leave it as it is, just downgrade the memory to not so nice memory, and keep it, you know, keep it like maybe 10 gigs of RAM, maybe just one 8 gig stick. Yeah, leave in the comments below what do you think this system's worth with the video card in it. So it has a 1 terabyte hard drive, an i5 7500, 16 gigs of RAM. This is some pretty nice RAM. 3200 isn't the fastest. 1 tera, I said 1 tera, and a 500 gig, 550 gig power supply. So what do you think this is worth? Leave it in the comments below. But thank you for watching, and also leave what you think I should do. Should you know, just what should I do with this system? Like, I'm definitely gonna put the video card in a different system, so as it sets, what do you think? Okay, thank you for watching, and have a awesome day or night or evening.